What's up, folks? You know, I just came back from my my college homecoming and sort of African-American alumni reunion. I had a good time. I ain't gonna lie. I saw people I hadn't seen in like 25 years or so. I loved it. But I did have a couple of observations. These are not criticisms, they're observations. For example, I graduated Southeastern back in 1986. Should have graduated a few years before, but I set out a few years, you know, all that change in major stuff. But I went back to school in 85, got my degree in 86. I pledged Phi Beta Sigma fraternity in 1988 in the LA grad chapter. It's Phi Beta Sigma chapter, but that's kind of confusing. I won't go through that. So I could have pledged undergrad when I was at Southeastern, but my ego wouldn't let me do it. That's a story in itself. Nonetheless, like I said, I'm a proud member of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. So even though I didn't pledge during the chapter at Southeastern, I do kind of hang out with the brothers there. And one little observation I have to make is about fraternities wearing paraphernalia, para for short. Now I go to hang around all the alphas. Some of them were charter members, or right after the charter members. They, these brothers in their 50s and stuff, they're wearing para. I go around the Omegas, and they're classic brothers. And when I say classic brothers, I'm talking about people who graduated or pledged in the 70s or the 80s. So the Omegas, damn near everybody's wearing para. And then when you go to the Deltas and AKAs, most of them are wearing some type of para, or they're wearing a badge or something. But then when I look at the classic Phi Beta Sigma brothers, most of them don't wear para. And not just this year, it's been other years. Now, over the years, I have talked with brothers that said they're not into wearing paraphernalia. I mean, that's cool. If you don't wear paraphernalia, that's your thing. You don't have to wear it to be a brother. But, I mean, when you're talking about representing yourself, now, I mean, if the Omegas can represent themselves and the Alphas can represent themselves, then you had one classic Kappa that was there, Todd. He was repping with paraphernalia. You got Arcandela's fraternity, which is sort of in the little leagues. Most of them are repping their paraphernalia. So why is it that my brothers don't feel they have to rep? I mean, I didn't wear a shirt the day of the tailgate party, but I did have a little badge thingy. I wore a hat the night before. But I mean, like I say, you can wear what you want, but I'm just kind of curious about that. Because I have talked to brothers say they just don't wear paraphernalia. And I mean, I just don't hear that in other groups. So if anybody want to, you know, get a dialogue going about that, I would like to hear what you got to say about that. Because I like seeing, I don't know, is it a maturity thing? I wear para. I mean, not all the time, but I wear it sometime. But is there anything wrong with wearing paraphernalia? So I want to get some kind of dialogue about it. Let's talk about this and discuss it below.